Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is TLC, and I'm going to be showing you my for loop circuit in Minecraft. So what this circuit is designed to emulate a for loop of common programming languages such as Java or Python. And so what it does is it allows us to count as a for loop would do. So in programming languages, your for loop has three main parameters that allows you to count in a kind of a specific way. The first is you have an start value, initialization value. So in C++, this would be for int I equals 0, and 0 would be the start value. The next value you have is the n, or how high you're going to count. So I'm going from 0 to I is less than 15. So 15 would be the n value. And the last value you have is your step. So your step is usually 1, but it's by how much do you increment your variable each time the loop iterates. So in this case, obviously the most common value for step is 1, but you could have 2 or 3. So you're counting from 0 to 15 by 1 or by 2 or by 5, etc., etc. So those three values are represented in this circuit, and that's what kind of gives us a special flair compared to a regular counter. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate what I have for you. The three lines that we have, this line right here where this torch is, this is our n value. So how high are we counting? So the default value I have is 15. So we're counting to 15. Inside this chest is our initial value. So you can see the chest is empty, so it's giving a value of 0. So we're going from 0 to 15. And over here in this chest is our step. So right now we have 1. And you can see this is kind of, these pistons show how high our step is. So right now we're going from 0 to 15 by 1. So now over here on these pistons you'll see our counter and work. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the lever, and you can watch as we go from 0 to 15 by 1s. So this is a kind of a simple counter. You could do this in many other ways, but here's one possible way to do it. So let's complicate things a little bit. So how about instead of starting at 0, we start at 2. So you can see now we have 2 pistons lit up, and let's see, we'll still go to 15 just for fun's sake, and just to show you that each parameter works by itself. I'll go ahead and do that, and you can see it's going to count up to 15 just as before. Once it hits 15, I'll hit the lever again. Okay. So now let's complicate things. Let's change our step value. So instead of going up by 1 every time, let's go up by 3. Okay, so now we're going up by 3, starting at 2, up to 15. So we have 2, 5, etc., up to 15. Let's go ahead and turn this off. Let's complicate things a little bit more. Let's not go to 15. So we're starting at 2. We're going to go to, right now we're going to 0, which is why those pistons came down. But let's go to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, so now we're going to 10 by 2s, or starting at 2, going to 10, incrementing by 3. And there's our lever. So 2, 5, 9, 10. Or 8, 10. And so there's a good example. Let's go ahead and change our step a little bit. Let's make it back to 1 so you can see that what I'm showing you is working as I said. So now we're going from, let's go from 1 again. Oh. So we're going to go from 1 to 10, starting by 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And there you go. Once again, let's do a really complicated one here. Let's make this 5, which is one more. So we're stepping by 5 each time. We're going to start at about 3. I think that's 4 boats. Starting at 3, and we're going to go to, let's go to 9. Oh. And we'll go to 9. Okay, so oh, I should probably turn the circuit off first. Okay, so we're going by 3s, or starting at 3, by 5, up to 9. So what we should have is 3, 8, 9, something like that. And we'll go ahead and hit the lever. We have 3, 8, 9, just like that. Okay, and for one last demonstration, let's take this back down to 2, get a more realistic scenario. Something you might use more commonly, 2. We'll start at 1, and we'll go to How about we go to 14? Okay, turn our circuit off so we don't have 14 lit up. Okay, going from 1 to 14 by 2s. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. There you go. All right, well that's the demonstration of the circuit. So essentially how this is working is I'm using the charges of the redstone. I have a loop over here that literally increments by 2 each time. I have a comparator, make sure we don't go over our n, and essentially it just continually adds up this line through that loop over there. And so I'm going to show you how to do this in my next video. So please take a look at the linked video. Leave a like and subscribe if you want, if you liked the video. I look forward to seeing any comments as well. And also let me know if you've seen something like this before. This is the first I've seen of it, but it could be out there elsewhere. So once again, take a look at the next video to see how this circuit is made. And see you around.